All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Bazukafit and TBCBM. TBCBM spawning as the blue undead player on the top right-hand side of the map here on Last Refuge. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, we see Bazukafit opening up as the teal night elf. Now, one thing to note, there is a delayed altar of elders, so it will be a tavern hero coming in from Bazukafit. Meanwhile, a classic altar of darkness ziggurat death knight coming in from TBCBM. Now, as the game gets underway, this Death Knight should be able to get in a little bit of early creeping, and we'll have to keep a close tabs figuring out what the strategies are. It feels like, well, Undead has recently found ways to do fast expansions, something that was, well, thought of as impossible back in the early 2000s. Or I guess the mid 2000s, well, I can't say mid 2000s because that could be like 2050. I guess the mid double O's, right at the turn of the century. No, all right. Don't know quite how to say that. Anyways, Firelord from Bazukafit. We see triple archers already out. Lava Spawn most likely going to be the, well, go-to unit here as the Ancient of War now taking quite a bit of damage. We need to see some repairs, and Bazukafit, that Wisp is just too far back. Lava Spawn's now trying to join in on the battle here, and here we are, here we go. A couple of ensnares going down, potion of invulnerability. Firelord going to be able to get in some damage here, pick up that potion of invulnerability, and now just letting the lava spawn continuing to free attack here. Bazukafit is not really repairing this Ancient of War nearly enough, as the lava spawn is going to go ahead and split, and by splitting, be able to get a little bit of additional hit points. Meanwhile, the Firelord is already out here on the battlefield. You see some detonations, and there is very limited mana or limited space. Death Knight now gets up to level 2 here. Firelord going to try and retreat back. That is a bunch of units, as the Firelord could end up getting surrounded. All right, Firelord in a little bit of trouble. Is he going to invul potion? Yes, he is. He's going to invul potion and now try to put in pressure for the next 15 seconds. The lava spawn could get in some free attacks as well. More damage still coming back across. There's a death coil going down as archers now joining in on the battle. Triple lava spawn's wisp now trying to be brought back over. There's a quick detonation as this lava spawn now down to 78 hit points wants to back away. Death Knight, is he going to perhaps try to get off a death coil? There's going to be some more lava spawn splittings. There's a death coil there as the lava spawn getting in some damage. All right. We're going to be looking at, well, some death there. No. Is the Wisp going to perhaps try and detonate and remove that blight? That is the question. Lava Spawn, very low on hit points, down to 5 hit points, and it looks like he is going to end up getting taken out. There is still 4 Lava Spawns out here on the battlefield, though, as those Lava Spawns did, in fact, split. They're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. And now, Firelord looking to finish off this Nightcrawler creep camp, perhaps even get to level 3. These lava spawns, however, their timed life is coming to an end right now, and all 3 of those just turn into nothing. All right, one more shot on that unit there, and the Firelord is just 1 experience shy from level 3. All right, that is a big deal there. 1 experience shy, the difference between level 2 versus level 3 lava spawns. That is a big deal indeed. Perhaps trying to clear out 1 green creep camp would be, well, beneficial, as we are looking at a tree of life now being set down on the southern side by Bazukafit. Now, nice placement on those wisps to keep track of the opponent and figuring out what their strategies are going to be. Death Knight is sitting at level 2 and now being brought over. There's another detonation there, and that, I believe, does give the Firelord level 3. So level 2 lava spawns are going to be out here on the battlefield already. There's going to be some initial damage as that lava spawn, 21 to 45 damage, still looking to rack up more damage here. There's a death coil once again. We're going to see another kill once more, as the Ogre Warrior about to get taken down to 26 hit points. Not quite sure what is going on there, why they didn't choose to attack it. That is going to be lost experience, or experience that went to the Death Knight instead of going to that Firelord. All right, shadow melding all the archers instead of just the low hit point one was the loss there. So Bazukafit missing out on some experience and giving it to his opponent instead. Back on the southern side, a Tree of Life, making that slow trek over. We're going to see some damage pulled on through, and now that Tree of Life needs to absorb. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is nearby, going to go ahead, kill a sheep, and then summon up some more skeletal minions here again. We can see a little bit of damage here. That Tree of Life trying to tank as much as it possibly can. Meanwhile, the Archer down to 14 hit points does get finished off here, as the lava spawns are still engaging and trying to finish off a couple of these skeletal minions. There's an explosion there. there. 2 lava spawns out here on the battlefield. Tree of Life absorbing all of that damage again. And who's going to get that Ogre Magi kill? All right, Death Knight could come across with the Death Coil trying to finish things off here. There's going to be another split again. And well, but with that split, they do heal back up. I didn't believe they healed back up to full. That's actually quite a bit more, as the lava spawns are going to continue the split again. More wisps now being brought on over. We're going to see the Ogre Magi get finished off there. There's going to be Claws of Attack +5 for the Death Knight, which will most likely get transferred to that Lich at some point and stage in the game. Well, coming in very soon. All right, the lava spawns are all turning into puddles now, as the Lich could just auto attack, finish off the Troll Trappers here. There's a Death Coil, and just trying to slow down the entangling of the gold mine off to the north. Firelord back, ready for some more action, ready to push through. We're looking at some, well, target practice here, and we're going to see some damage. There's a Frost Nova onto the Firelord, staying frosty and slowing him down. Meanwhile, coming back through, are we going to see some damage go down onto the Lich? We are, but nothing level 2 Death Coil cannot take care of pretty easily. Lava Spawn now trying to make its way down here, perhaps try to finish off these trappers. There's a little bit more damage. Death Knight now trying to get away from the Archer, and we're going to see more damage again. Archer unable to block the path there. Lich able to escape away at 169 hit points, as the battle is, well, finally slowing down. All right, lava spawns. The number of attacks it takes to split that lava spawn is significantly less than before. Before it felt like the lava spawn needed to pretty much continually attack in order to get 1 lava spawn into 4. That is no longer the case. We're looking at these lava spawns here absorbing quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see a little bit of a rotation? We aren't. There goes one down here. Demon Hunter going to get to level 2. He does have mana burn already, but getting that Demon Hunter to level 3 is going to be key in trying to shut down this Lich and this Death Knight. TBCBM is at tier 3. Lich has that Orb of Corruption and also has those dual Claws of Attack +5, giving him 15 more bonus damage. Essentially 50% more, or more than 50% more damage while at level 1. Force Troll Trapper getting cleaned up here. Demon Hunter not even bothering with that Tome of Intelligence. Ancient of Wonders being built off to the side, as we're going in for a Moonwell and also an Ancient Protector at the Expo. Excuse me, for a bit of protection. Meanwhile, dual Obsidian statues and ghouls now making a play down to the south side here. Death Knight is going to have plenty of mana. There's also a Book of the Dead, but that could be a dual-edged sword, as wisps do come off the line to detonate pretty quickly. All right, we are looking at Unholy Frenzy, so that is going to be very fast attack speed on this Lich. This Lich with that fast attack speed should be able to do quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, Blight now being placed down here to get in a little bit of regeneration as well. Meanwhile, a Firelord going to go ahead and teleport to perhaps try and well, head back here and well, tries to land on some of these units. There's a Death Coil or a Frost Nova straight up onto the Firelord. There's that Book of the Dead being used. However, a quick detonation quickly clearing all of that up already. There's a Death Coil there. Even a Goblin Shredder joined in on the fight here. Healing Ward's placed down, as the Lich does get the attack off on the Healing Ward to prevent any additional long-term healing. Demon Hunter going after. Slow Poison. Death Knight will need a Death Coil to try and heal. There's the save, as the Lich is still taking quite a bit of damage again. Slow Poison. Demon Hunter leading the charge. There's another mana burn, as that Lich escapes away at 200 hit points. All right, expansion down on the southern side is working well. Meanwhile, Lich now needs to back up here. Remember, Dryads do not normally have any real armor, so that Orb of Corruption means that the Lich is or the Dryad ends up taking well, right now 12% more damage. Could be even higher, but the Devotion Aura is giving 1 additional point of armor to those Dryads. All right, Lava Spawns looking to, well, get in a little bit more splitting. Demon Hunter is sitting at level 3, gonna go after this creep camp here, and will inch its way closer to level 4. Undead 311. Orb of Corruption, Unholy Frenzy, Obsidian Statues. So using the Necromancers mainly for that Unholy Frenzy, as we're going to be getting into a battle here. Lich is now sitting at level 2. We're looking at some big damage onto the Necromancer. Necromancer tries to back away, and here we go. Undead playing with just the pretty much heroes, Obsidian Statues, and then one Necromancer for buffs. That Unholy Frenzy does add quite a bit of damage to the Naga Sea Witch and that Lich just because of that faster auto attack. Meanwhile, also transitioning into Meat Wagon as well. This could be a new meta or a new style of play where the Necromancers are ready to just get that pop-up army going, and that's going to force perhaps some sort of counterplay to a Necro Wagon. But at the same time, the heroes are the ones really dealing the majority of the damage right now. If you try to overcommit, or if you overcommit into dealing with Necromancers and Meat Wagon, you may end up just be on the receiving end of a lot of auto attacks and just sheer damage output from all of these casters. Throw in a couple of Meat Wagons, and that ensures that there's going to be a little bit more damage or a little bit more of a threat onto buildings as well, as that's normally what Undead has a difficult time trying to take down. Also, those Meat Wagons going to be effective against these Dryads, as the Death Knight now absorbing quite a bit more damage than he's probably expecting. All right, down to 181 hit points. Staff of Preservation for a save. Demon Hunter still moving around as we see rejuvenation right there. All right, Mana Burn onto the Naga Sea Witch. Lich could be in a little bit of trouble. Down to 202 hit points. More damage. Level 4 on the Death Knight. Death Knight Death Coil a day late and $1 short as my computer freezes? All right, a computer freezes right there. Wow, I really do need a new computer if I can't handle WarCraft 3 after so many years. Damage. Meat Wagon starting to, well, trying to roll away back again. Death Knight wants another Death Coil, has the Death Knight, well, in the tow, gets a Death Coil off first before the Mana Burn, minimizing its effect as the Fire Lord is now getting closer to level 5. All right, Necromancer's going to try and retreat back here. A couple of skeletal minions, well, we're joining in on the battle. They're going to get cleaned up as the Druid of the Claw does need to retreat back. We could be looking at a couple of rejuvenations onto some other Druids of the Claw. This gun also needs a rejuvenation. Not quite sure what Bazukafit is holding off on this Druid of the Claw here. Druid Claw could be in a really, really bad way. This Druid of the Claw down to 75 hit points. It got rallied in the wrong direction. There's another rejuvenation there as well. Just wrong direction rally, losing units in transit. Bazukafit continuing to battle it up here, has 3 Druids of the Claw. We can see another Expo trying to be set up on the high ground here. Death Knight not even looking to scout it, and instead going to be putting pressure onto the Expo at the 6 o'clock position. Remember, Meat Wagons deal really good damage, and then, well, add in all of these Necromancers, and you have this pop-up army again. Lich may get caught in transit. This is going to be a big problem. Lich does not have Boots of Speed, as the Dryads are trying to land in those attacks, perhaps get a little bit of a slow, as well as we see a little bit of damage over time from that Orb of Venom as well. Death Knight. Where's the Death Knight? Where's that Death Coil? Does not have enough mana just quite yet. Uses a Potion of Mana, able to stay alive as the Goblin Shredder coming out to engage here. Tree of Life is now taken down, as the Meat Wagons getting the job done. And now a couple of Wisps coming off the line to try and detonate. Firelord sitting at level 5, Mana Burn, or Demon Hunter sitting at level 4, as TBC BM may think that he's come out significantly ahead, but this Tree of Life is about to entangle the gold mine at the 4 o'clock position. And if TBC BM doesn't have a strong follow-up play, he's going to be making, well, a poor strategy decision. Right? Balance of strategy and mechanics and execution. That's one of the beauties of WarCraft 3, as you need all 3 in order to come away with the victory. Coming back around here, Death Knight, Lich, Naga Sea Witch. Is the Death Knight going to test the waters up on the high ground? Wisps quickly do a quick check right there. Death Knight now trying to make its way back around, trying to build a Moonwell. That is just going to be lost resources, as I believe there was a cancellation right there. And now this Tree of Life also going to get pressured too. Demon Hunter coming back around, trying to go after some of these units again. 49 supply compared to 58. Bazukafit does have the larger army, as TBCBM is currently working in no upkeep. All right, Naga Siwa trying to retreat back here. A lot of just constant damage. Firelord with that Orb of Venom. And now still going after all of these units again. Demon Hunter down to 246 hit points. Going to try and retreat away. There's, I believe, a heal there as both sides. The Disease Cloud going to cause some problems as Skeletal Mages now joining in on the fight by TBCBM. Death Knight down to 30 hit points. Able to use the Scroll of Town Portal to get away as the Lich also able to get away while relatively low on hit points as well. I do not think there was 100 hit points between the two undead heroes and before they were whisked back to their base. Coming back down to the south side here, Chimera isn't going to get taken down by a Forest Troll Trapper. Oh, purposely attacked the Chimera Roost, and by attacking the Chimera Roost, able to stay alive. All right, Chimera, the Druid of the Claw needs to get some Moonwell juice, get some rejuvenation off onto these units again. This is going to be a very big deal. Wow, actually draining the Moonwell instead of using rejuvenation. Not quite sure I agree with that, but yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Druids of the Claw still need a little bit more mana. Being able to cast multiple rejuvenations would have been better. I believe it is significantly more efficient to recover 125 mana and then try and get some other rejuvenations down. Meanwhile, Tree of Life by Bazukafit is established at that 4 o'clock spot. TBCBM has started mining from this gold mine on the top left. And we are looking at a little bit of a fight getting underway in the center. Demon Hunter sitting at level 4 here, wants to do creeping by itself. We're going to see that Null Overseer just walking over to that Firelord. The Firelord didn't want the experience, but the Demon Hunter just wasn't close by enough to try and engage. All right, 3 Chimeras up on the high ground. This is going to be a problem. That's a lot of low hit point Druid of the Claws in Druid form. There's the transformation. No Death Coil Frost Novas to pick off those low hit point units. But, well, they don't look good on health anyways. 62 supply compared to 67. Trying to reestablish this base down on the southern side here. And TBCBM, well, still playing a little bit in the dark right now. That seems to be the problem, as we do see a couple of Chimeras out there on the battlefield. All right, there's a cripple there as the Skeletal Mages do deal piercing damage against the Chimeras. Chimeras with very slow movement speed and a significant damage debuff as the Skeletal Mages are looking to pop down that Chimera, now down to 476 hit points. All right, Skeletal Mages still giving a bit of chase. That range of 500 seemingly enough. There's a Tome of Intelligence off to the south, and still Bazukafit able to hold on to that expansion. That is going to be a big deal. All right, Chimera Roost about to get taken out here. And I'm sure Bazukafit would rather lose this Chimera Roost than lose that Tree of Life. Oh, Chimera is quickly focusing down the meat wagons. 1 meat wagon gone, 2 meat wagons gone. Now going after the Obsidian statues would make a lot of sense, as the Lich, well, able to attack up into the air. Fast attack speed. Naga Sea Witch gets taken down. Lich gets taken down as well. Gargoyles are trying to go after the Chimeras, as both sides with heavy losses. However, losing 2 heroes really going to be a major setback here, as we're looking at what the Demon Hunter can do. Demon Hunter is now sitting at level 5. There's a Staff of Preservation for the save. More units trying to retreat back here. Only 1 Staff of Preservation on that Firelord, as the Gargoyles are trying to finish off some of these Chimeras again. All right, little bit of chase again. Demon Hunter really racking up damage against the Obsidian statues. If it's able to chase down, get another mana burn, that may be enough. So this 1 Obsidian statue down to 131 hit points may end up getting mana burn finished off. No, mana burn the Death Knight instead, and the Obsidian statue able to stay alive. Lich resurrected back at the tavern, as the Altar of Darkness was busy resurrecting the Naga Sea Witch. Acolyte comes to scout out that 4 o'clock spot. Thought he was going to try to do a ninja expansion, only to see that there was a ninja hidden base already there. Firelord needs to retreat back here. Another Staff of Preservation to perhaps save some units. 1 Druid of the Claw going to get taken down. Another Druid of the Claw about to get taken down. Demon Hunter needs to find a way to save some of these units, as this Druid of the Claw down to 185 hit points. There's another cripple again. and the Demon Hunter perhaps going to buy a Scroll of Town Portal, but the Necromancer gets in front. Is the Necromancer, is it going to actually happen? Demon Hunter, a Potion of Invulnerability, uses the Potion of Invulnerability, able to get another mana burn off. Perhaps needs to buy a Scroll of Town Portal. There's level 6 now on the Fire Lord. Fire Lord going to be racking up more damage. There's another Lava Spawn. Demon Hunter fighting back the other way, gets another Rejuvenation. And this is just a push back the other way. Somehow Night Elf now flipping the script, saying I only need to really engage with my heroes and I can still come away with the victory. Chimeras, well, trying to test the waters here on the far side. All the Acolytes pretty much lost, but Gargoyles, as you know, going up against Chimeras, one Gargoyle can finish off all of the Chimeras, as the Chimeras have no way of attacking back. There goes another. Find this last Chimera in the other top left corner, as a Druid of the Claw here going to finish off this Acolyte. As the units fall back, we see a lot of, well, Cripple just used to shut down these tier 4 units. Meanwhile, Death Knight now trying to clear out of this spot here. There's a, what, 5-4-4 creep camp to try and clear up as another Chimera gets lost. TBCBM going to be able to get to level 4 on this Lich. Death Knight really needs to be backing away. Giving more experience to the Lich is going to be key. And once you have level 3 Death Coil and Frost Nova with a level 2, oh no level 2 Fork Lightning, anti-magic shell over Fork Lightning for the Naga Sea Witch. Alright, finally get some time to just slow down as we're transitioning into new strategies here. Bazukafit, as you guys know, no longer able to mine at the main base. The Tree of Life, or excuse me, Tree of Eternity has moved over and is going to try and establish a base here on the southern side. That does mean Staff of Preservation is not going to be bringing Druids of the Claw and Chimeras back to home near all of these Moonwells. Meanwhile, the Bazukafit here, 67 over 70 supply. We're going to be going into a little bit of engagement. Death Coil, Frost Nova onto the Fire Lord already. A little bit of damage. Wisp now trying to be brought over, perhaps to get some detonations, trying to slow down all of these units as the Chimeras could perhaps go after some of these other units. Fire Lord does have a rejuvenation. They're going to be able to stick around a little while longer, perhaps trying to finish off some of these other units down here on the ground. Gargoyles going straight after the Chimera. That does not look good, and the Undead Army here is just battling it up here as the Fire Lord, is he going to be able to summon up some more lava spawns and perhaps try to finish off some of these additional units? Scroll of Healing, it looked like it was used by the Undead to save up some more of those units. Another Death Coil onto the Death Knight, but the Death Knight was already below 75 mana, so really wasn't needed that much as the Lich is continuing to engage here. 54 supply compared to 50, non-stop fighting from both sides as the Lich with auto attack is really just dealing large amounts of damage. Meanwhile, the Naga Sea Witch has been using Mana Shield to try and stay alive and doing so surprisingly well. So at level 2, Mana Shield is actually more effective than the actual hit points, just because of how things convert, or at least that I believe that's the math behind it now. Once there was some changes, so that Naga Sea Witch is just an auto-attacking nightmare. If you gave it also an Orb of Corruption, it could really rack up some damage, but it really wants those cold arrows on top of that cripple to slow down units. Both sides continuing to fight here. Obsidian statues trying to heal up the Necromancers and provide mana. Remember, there was a lot of detonations earlier, so those Necromancers currently all low. Another Chimera about to fall. Naga Sea Witch, Gargoyle also falling as well. We're going to see a little bit of a split here. Druid of the Claw gets saved. There's a full heal on that lava spawn again. So yeah, so when you split, at least the level 3 varieties, they get back up to full hit points. 32 to 56 damage. That is very, very high damage indeed, as this Druid of the Claw trying to get away may not be able to do that. Demon Hunter going to be trying to use an Invul Potion, trying to stay alive, going after some of these other units. Again, another going to get taken down. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal in order to back away? I do believe that is going to be the case. Get the heck out of Dodge. Mining at the southern side here, Scroll of Town Portal, Goblin Shredder, returning some wood from a far distance as the 4 o'clock position going to get pressured. Meat Wagons going to be lobbing attacks onto that Tree of Life. 45 supply compared to 50. Every bit of gold that Bazukafit can get out of this gold mine is going to be key, as we see some Wisp coming across with some more detonations again. All right. Freeing up some supply, perhaps. Now going to be able to build up some more units. Druids of the Claw trained up here. 52 supply over 60. As we see one very low hit point Druid of the Claw. He needs to go back into Druid form, rejuvenate himself. Otherwise, he's just going to be free experience. And yes, it's going to be free experience again. So Bazukafit making some, losing track of his units and making mistakes here. Is he feeding too much to TBCBM? 45 supply compared to 55. Necromancer's trying to retreat back here. Firelord now making its way through. Demon Hunter very close. Nope, now at level 6. We could be going into Metamorphosis. There's a mana burn there. And now they're just going to be continuing to try and push in pressure. All right, more units getting cleaned up. Are we going to see that Lich get to level 5? That is going to be the big question here as the lava spawns show up to the party and say, surprise, you're not going to be getting any mining either. One Druid of the Claw with rejuvenation still coming back across here. Acolytes trying to head back. Meanwhile, we see the Demon Hunter and the Firelord continuing to chase after all of these units. There's another mana burn, and there is if not Book of the Dead, some more Necromancers getting summoned up. Demon Hunter now finally perhaps going to try and force an engagement here. Druid of the Claw trying to retreat back. It's going to get taken down as we're seeing more and more units showing up here. Demon Hunter getting in some big damage across the board, trying to get some splash damage here, perhaps try to shut down that Death Knight. Death Knight now down to 740 hit points. Firelord could be in trouble. Firelord is going to be in trouble. He's going to get shot. No, he's going to get Staff of Preservation back home as the Demon Hunter, well, the staff was transferred to the Demon Hunter. Chimera is still going after the Obsidian statues and all of those heavy armored units to try and finish them off. Once those Obsidian statues are gone, then it actually makes sense to go after the Necromancers, since other units, as the Necromancers are not going to be able to pop up as many other units from the ground. 42 supply compared to 52. Chimera looking to finish off more and more of those units. There goes a Chimera. There goes a Druid of the Claw. That's a dual level up. Death Knight now sitting at level 6, while the Lich now gets to level 5 with level 3 Frost Nova. Naga Sea Witch wants to get a cold arrow off, does get a cold arrow off on that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter able to shake it off and then, well, take a little bit of damage again. There was evasion there, hence no slow, and that seemed to have been enough. All right, get a little bit more mana on that Druid of the Claw, get a rejuvenation, and, well, continue to try and heal up. Druid of the Claw, even with Disease Cloud, unable to regenerate hit points easily, as we are looking at, or even at Nightfall, excuse me. 200% hit point regeneration doesn't overcome the damage of that Disease Cloud, as we're looking at the Tree of Eternity taking quite a beating. 40 supply compared to 54. It looks like TBCBM is holding on long enough, and, well, if the Tree of Eternity gets shut down, that's pretty much all she wrote. There's a Death Coil, and the Firelord down to 52 hit points, trying to retreat back. Death Knight needs a little bit more range, and there's a Death Coil. Firelord buys or uses a potion of healing just in time, able to stay alive, gets a rejuvenation, and still sticking around here. Meanwhile, we're looking at, well, just cripple onto the Druids of the Claw. Demon Hunter still trying to fight its way through as the Firelord comes back in and says, maybe I can help now. Needs to summon up perhaps some Lava Spawn. There's a Druid of the Claw in bear form. Staff of Preservation for the save. Demon Hunter still fighting its way through. Demon Hunter with level 2 evasion, somehow still alive in this battle. Naga Sea Witch could end up getting taken down to 23, down to 25, and able to slither behind the mercenary camp to stay alive again. All right. Crippled Bear, Druid of the Claw off to the side. 35 supply compared to 55. We're looking at, well, more mining here by Bazukafit. Bazukafit's just been establishing bases all around the map and trying to win the game by, well, not fighting his opponent as straight up. If he's able to extend the length of this game, TBCBM is going to be, well, butting his head against a larger and ever-growing army. Undead, well, gonna head off to the south here. Perhaps he thinks that there is no expansion here at the 4 o'clock spot. Full saturation here. The Tree of Eternity is going to end up getting taken down. Meanwhile, off to the north, Volcano, there's going to be minimal mining happening here now, as we still see some stuns going down. All right, so it is currently essentially one base versus 0, as we are starting to reach full saturation, waiting to reach full saturation on the other 2 gold mines. Right, southern side now down. We're looking at the Haunted Gold Mine about to get cleaned up here. 33 supply army going up against 50. All right, Undead diving into the infrastructure of the Night Elf. Couple of Druids of the Claw or a Dryad are going to show up, and that might just continue to feed more experience here. This Druid of the Claw needs to be extremely careful, as the Fire Lord perhaps going to try and pick up some other items as well, perhaps an invulnerability potion or a scroll of healing. All right. Making its way down to the south here. Dryad about to pop on out. That is a lot of skeletal minions out here on the battlefield. Here we are. Here we go. Moonwell is going to get cleaned up. Druid of the Claw in Druid form. There's a couple of Wisps. Firelord ready to put in pressure as the Demon Hunter is in Metamorphosis mode. All right, fighting next to full Moonwells. That's exactly what Night Elf players want to do during Nightfall. Fighting with all of that there, a major advantage as we see some Frost Novas go down onto the Druid of the Claw, slowing their attack. Wisp trying to catch up, but so many of the Necromancers have mana still as the Druids of the Claw are still charging on in. Wisp trying to get in some repairs here. We're looking at some more damage as, well, there goes another Frost Nova down. That level 3 Frost Nova really bursting down those Druids of the Claw and then causing enough AoE damage for the rest to continue to get picked off here. Necromancers also dealing fairly decent magic damage against those Druids of the Claw as they are trying to retreat back again. Demon Hunter's Metamorphosis about to come to an end. Simply too many Obsidian statues, not enough mana. Demon Hunter going to be in a little bit of trouble as we see some more Necromancers summoning up those skeletal warriors. All right, trying to get in some more detonations. There you go. But remember, a detonation does not finish off these skeletal mages with 240 hit points. All right, trying to get another detonation here perhaps, but you also want to hit on more of those other units as well. Those Moonwells are just running low as we are still getting more gold. All right, so full saturation, not full saturation. Not quite sure why you wouldn't be getting full saturation here as more Dryads are getting trained up and an additional Chimera. All right, trying to train up more Wisp. Bazukafit. Finally, TBCBM realizes, hey, there's an expo here at the 4 o'clock spot. Let me try and clear it out. Wisps coming over. Perhaps they're going to try and detonate. And there's some detonation again. Firelord now trying to make its way back over. Meatwagon attempting to take down this Tree of Life. 50 supply compared to 35, 28 supply army compared to 40 as the Demon Hunter now dives in. Are we going to see some detonations? We do, but remember, those skeletal mages are still dealing full damage. More Wisps need to be brought over to try and turn the tide of this battle. Firelord about to get taken down. There's a level up onto the Naga Sea Witch, and I believe that is going to be the game. The Firelord now out of the equation. TBCBM able to outlast Bazukafit, even though Bazukafit mined significantly more gold. Taking a look at the resource score, 23,000 compared to 16,000. Also lost more gold to upkeep. So yeah, but TBCBM with the higher hero score able to carry his team to victory. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.